to those who fear Allah, who believe in the unseen, are steadfast in prayer, and spend out of what we have provided for them, and who believe in the revelation sent to thee, and sent before thy time, and in their hearts have the assurance of the hereafter. They are on true guidance from their Lord, and it is these who will prosper. As to those who reject faith, it is the same to them whether thou warn them or do not warn them, they will not believe. Allah has set a seal on their hearts and on their hearing, and on their eyes is a veil. Great is the penalty they incur. Of the peoples there are some who say, we believe in Allah and the last day, but they do not really believe. Fain would they deceive Allah and those who believe, but they only deceive themselves and realize it not. In their hearts is a disease, and Allah has increased their disease. And grievous is the penalty they incur, because they are false to themselves. When it said to them, make not mischief on the earth, they say, why? We only want to make peace. Of a surety, they are the one who make mischief, but they realize it not. When it said to them, believe as the others believe, they say, shall we believe, as the fool believes. And they of a surety, they are the fools, but they do not know. Sallallahu Deen. I'd like to read a little bit more from the Quran. I'd like to set up what I'm getting ready to come to you with. This is Al-Baqarah, Surah 2. They asked thee concerning fighting in the prohibited month. Say, fighting therein is a grave offense, but graver is the sight of Allah to prevent access to the path of Allah. I'm going to stop right there on that one. And let me see, I got it marked right here. Every time I do that, every time I mark something, when I'm speaking, I lose it. I mean, right? Let me see something. Alhamdulillah. Well, the main thing that I'm is getting ready to bring to you is one of the biggest problems that's in America and all over the world. The biggest problem. What is the biggest problem?
Image, false worship.
False worship.
Yes.
That's the biggest problem, brothers and sisters. Anytime Allah's messenger, a prophet, come to a city or come to a town, or God raised up a prophet, it's because the people have strayed away from God. And that messenger, that prophet, bring the people back to the worship of God, the worship of the Creator. We got two things that exist. We got the Creator, and then we got creation. And everything in creation is dependent. Everything in creation is dependent. For example, the land got to have water. You got to have it. If the land don't have water, it's going to dry up. And the water got to have wind. You got to have the wind to take it from one region to another region. And you and I, we got to eat. We got to sleep. You see, these things that we got to have, and we're dependent on those things. But the Creator can destroy the whole creation. He can destroy the water. He can destroy the air, the wind. He can destroy everything, and still exist. You see, so that's the Creator. You know, but what they have established in the world is an idea and a concept that have caused a great division among the human being, this is our problem. And what they have established is the idea that the Creator of the heavens and earth had a son. And not only have they established that he has a son, but they have established the idea that the son is one of the nationalities. Is one of the nationalities. Is that the Son of God is a Caucasian. You see? And when they establish that point, brothers and sisters, I know we're a Muslim, but we got to be able to see the damage and the problem in that. We got to look at it and examine it. First of all, the Creator is the one that established the idea that we should get married. You see, and if we don't marry, then he established the law that we commit fornication or we commit adultery. You see? And then he gonna turn around, then they gonna turn around and show us that this Creator that established that law had a son. He had a son with a woman that he didn't marry. That's what the Quran say it's an outrage to say that God, the Creator of the heaven and earth, had a son and he didn't have a consort. He didn't have a wife. He said that's an outrage. He said the mountain trembles to say that God had a son and he didn't he didn't have a wife. So we just want to bring that out. We should contemplate on that and see that this is a terrible thing. And maybe if you see that this is a terrible thing, then maybe you'll try to help your brothers and sisters, help our brothers and sisters, help our Christian brothers and sisters. You see, why is that? Because the Quran say, this is what the Quran say now. The Quran say the sin that he don't forgive is what? Is when you set up partners with God, right? This is what they're doing. You know, not only is they set up partners with God, they have established superiority among the races. When they say that God had a son, then they project God's son as one nationality, then that nationality naturally going to be superior. I mean, if you had a son, your son going to be like you. He's going to be like you. So if they say that God had a son, the Creator of the heavens and earth, the most powerful thing in the universe, said that he had a son. So that's a big problem, brothers and sisters. That's a problem that we shouldn't allow to happen. And also, when you deal with that, you know, we are showing respect to Jesus. We are showing the people that you just can't lie on God's prophet. You know, especially to a Muslim.
Right.
You know, I mean, Prophet Noah, You know, they got a movie out about him, brothers and sisters, and it's outrageous.
White guy.
Yes, and then they portray him as a Caucasian. So you see the whole movement, and you got to look at this, brothers and sisters, because they're teaching the Christians that we came from Adam. You see. Now they already done made the point, they already done separated it when they said that God had a son, and they show us God's son as Caucasian. So what they're saying, that, I mean, if a person starts using his logic and using his reasoning, and he gonna separate that. He gonna see that the Caucasian peoples is coming from God. But we, at the same time, is coming from Adam, and then Adam sinned. So now you got a big separation there. You got the Caucasian is the family of God. Then you got other nationalities is coming from Adam, but they are sinful. And the sin that Adam done, you know, is up on us. So it's a big problem, brothers and sisters. So and when you come to the peoples where you are able to point it out to them and show them clearly that this is a big problem. I went to a college there. No, that was 90 Caucasian students came to the masjid there in Tennessee, and Allah blessed me to be able to talk to those college students, and we asked the question: what would happen if I raised up a black image like me, like us, and put that in your house of worship? I asked the question that the Imam asked.
Good question.
I said, what psychological effect would that have on the mind of your children? And then I answered the question before they can answer. You know, I said, it'll make your children want to have nappy hair. It'll make your children want to have black skin, thick lips. It'll make them want to be like us. You see? And you know what the Caucasians say? Now this is the future. The Caucasian said, Mr. Mohammed, said, you are right. Said, it's wrong to have my image up in the wall as the son of God.